Hey YouTubers, and welcome back to Tony the Technician's channel. And I need a haircut, but we're going into a product I bought because, well, I wanted it. Most likely did not need it, but I wanted it, and you guys already saw it in the thumbnail, that being the new OLSA Tools USA Made Ratchet. So they actually have 4 different ones, and I'll go over those and I'll post pictures and everything, but I just bought one of them. They are a little bit more expensive than your standard DIYer, gear wrench, Tecton, Pre, Husky, Cobalt, Craftsman ratchets. They're a little bit more expensive, but for the pricing, I think they're really good ratchets, and I think they're still priced really well. They're in between the price of like a DIYer brand and a tool truck brand. It's not, $250 for a ratchet. The half-inch drive gets pretty close, but they're all around the 100 to, well, the largest one is like $188 or something like that. It's $446 for the entire 4-piece set. So not cheap, but not the most expensive thing out there. As far as all the information that I've gathered and from other viewers watching and the ones that have this, it is all suspected that these are actually SK ratchets. So SK, just either had an overflow and, made some ratchets for OLSA, or I don't really know, because, we don't really know what's going on with SK right now. Obviously there's a change command, and basically like you can't buy the SK ratchets anymore from SK. You might be able to get them from other companies, that have an overstock of them still, but like SK isn't providing anybody any of the tools. Just they're holding off until they do their change. All we can do is, expect the worst and hope for the best. And I really hope, as far as I've heard, they're trying to keep everything that's USA made, and they have some other things that aren't USA made. But we'll see how those changes go further on in the future. But other than that, we're going to be taking a look at the OLSA Tools ratchet. I really wished, because I did want to get the SK 90 tooth ratchet when it first came out, and I just never did. I really wish I would have, and that would make a great comparison video. But unfortunately I don't. I'll post up some pictures so you can see the similarities and everything. Other than that, I'll go over the features, my thoughts on it, and we'll tear it down and take a quick look at the inside and everything. And then stay tuned, I'll have a tool talk video coming out here soon, further on down the road, on flex head ratchets, and the OLSA Tools one will be in the lineup for the flex head ratchets, and we'll discuss the different types and things I like about one and not about the other and things like that. But other than that, let's go ahead and dig right into the OLSA Tools new USA made flex head ratchet. So sorry about the lighting, it's a little bit off. I'm trying to work in an awkward area. I got Camaro parts laying everywhere. So this is the packaging that the ratchet comes in. So there you can see I picked up the 3/8 inch drive 12-inch ratchet. They also have 3 other sizes, that being a 1/4 inch drive at 6 inches long, this one, another 3/8 drive but 5 inches, so a stubby 3/8, and a 1/2 inch drive at 24 inches, all varying in price from $85 to $188 or $446 for the whole set. But today we're going to go over the features or specs on this ratchet, and we'll tear it down and take a quick look at it. And that, just have your basic information on the box. Flex head ratchet, ultra thin ratchet head, made in the USA, 180 degree flex head, 90 tooth sealed head ratchet, and then inside the box it'll come in this basic plastic bag. So here is the ratchet itself. You can see the OLSA Tools logo there on the head. It is a non-quick release ratchet. That is what I prefer. It's just personal preference. But also with a non-quick release head, you have, or should have, you should be able to apply more torque to the ratchet, because this is more of a solid piece than if you have the pin in it. So it does state that it exceeds the standards by 80% as far as torque on this ratchet. And like I said, it's 12 inches long. It has actually 11.5 inches of working torque, because you have a 1/2 inch above the drive. So 12-inch ratchet, 11.5 inches of torque. I like the flush head. It is very thin. I love the low profile, not just thin this way, but it's also very thin in width as well. I like the pear-shaped head. It's a very, very nice chrome job. I do like the reverse lever. Works nicely. Here's the flex, fork on the bottom. There is a couple brands out there where it's actually opposite, which is really weird. But you got your standard fork here on the handle, and 180 degrees of pivot here. It is a 90 tooth ratchet, so you got a 4-degree arc swing. It says OLSA Tools there in the center. It is chromoly steel. It is engineered, fabricated, and assembled in the USA, and they use 100% domestically sourced parts, so everything here in the United States, and it does carry the OLSA Tools limited lifetime warranty. I have quite a few, probably a handful of OLSA Tools. I haven't yet to use the OLSA Tools warranty, so I'm not sure what that's like, but it does carry their warranty. But this is definitely the only OLSA Tools that I have that is made in the USA. I think it might be their only tool. You got a Torx set screw here, Allen screws here in the head. It is flush mounted, unlike some where it is recessed. It's sealed nicely. It's got a nice backing plate. I mean, it's high quality. So I'll post a picture of the SK ratchet. The only real difference, it's the same head, same handle and everything until you get to the lower portion of the handle. As far as I can tell in the photos, it's got more of an indentation here in the handle on the SKs than the OLSA Tools just has a double line in the handle. Overall, the handle, it's a good size. It's comfortable. It is only a hard handle. They don't have any comfort grips or anything like that. It's just all four designed like this, just different lengths and drive sizes. And this is by far one of the smoothest ratchets that I've ever felt, along with my snap-on and a ratchet that I actually had back in the day from OLSA Tools, which was very surprising. That ratchet was very smooth. It was also a 90 tooth, I believe. But I'll let you hear a sound of a few different ratchets, and then I'll let you hear the 90 tooth on the OLSA Tools. So this is the Gear Wrench 84 tooth, the Gear Wrench 120 XP, the OLSA Tools Roto Head ratchet. Obviously, Roto Head ratchets tend to be a little bit louder and tend to have a little bit more back drag than your standard ratchet. Next up is the Tecton 90 tooth quick release. And then the last one being the Snap-on FL80. A very smooth ratchet. And then the OLSA Tools 90 tooth. It is an extremely smooth ratchet, and the most important thing is it has very, very little back drag. There is hardly any resistance there whatsoever. It's extremely smooth. So far, I'm very pleased with this. I haven't felt any jamming up of switching the direction or anything like that. No issues. So I'll be using this for a couple weeks. Maybe in a month or so, I'll give an updated review on my thoughts on the ratchet compared to some others. But once again, it'll also be in the Tool Talk episode where we discuss flex head ratchets, and this being a free-floating design, it's not semi-locking or locking or anything like that. So now let's go ahead and tear this down. So here is the backing plate. You can see there's a little bit of grease on there, or lubrication. The two small set screws. Here's a look inside the ratchet. You can see it's lightly lubricated. So here is the main gear with your ball detent and nice fine teeth. Then you have your pawl
which you can see. Hopefully it's picking it up. I'm not sure how clear that is. Nice fine teeth and multiple teeth for good engagement and torque. So you can apply a lot of torque. You get a lot of tooth engagement on that pawl and gear. So that is nice. And then the reverse lever just in here, and then this pin is spring loaded. And there you can see the inside of the ratchet and how you have this indentation in the main gear, and it centers it there in the ratchet. Operates nicely. I'm not even going to worry about lubricating it. It's lubricated, you know, the perfect amount. It's not overly greased. It's not dry, so that's good. Very easy to assemble and disassemble. So definitely an easy ratchet to maintain, and it's as easy as that. So I think they've done a really good job on this, whether this is sourced somewhere else or if it is indeed SK, which I believe it is. Overall, I would have been really happy to have an SK ratchet to compare this to, but I'm extremely happy with this, and I'm glad to see OLSA Tools release it. Now, it is a little bit more expensive, I believe, than what the SK ratchets were. I think the SK version of this was just around $100. This one's $120. Not a big deal. You know, still priced pretty dang decently for a USA Made ratchet. Once again, better than the tool truck prices, a little bit more expensive than some of your more commonly seen ratchets that you see in stores and things like that. So, you know, if you're a DIYer that does a lot of work, this could be a fantastic ratchet. Or if you just, you know, got money, you know, it's a good option. If you're a professional, I think this is a great addition. I think anybody would enjoy it. But please, if you guys have purchased one of these, please let me know your guys' thoughts on it. And I will do an updated video here in the near future of my thoughts on it. And I really hope you guys enjoyed. Also, stay tuned for the Tool Talk episode where we go over the flex head ratchets. I will also have this link down in the description for you guys, along with many other tools that I suggest in the tools and tools continued link. If you guys enjoyed, please make sure to hit that thumbs up. Leave your thoughts down below in the comments. And as always, subscribe if you're not a subscriber. See you guys next time.